Have you ever woken up at 3 in the morning with your stomach in knots because your bank account was empty? I did. $34,000. Gone. 7 years of sacrifice and savings. My kids' college fund, the down payment for our new house, all evaporated in 3 weeks. And you know who did it? My own mother. She hacked my bank account, figured out my passwords, and started shopping like she was the Queen of England buying gifts for royalty. When I finally blocked her access, you know what she said to me? "You're a selfish daughter. That money was mine anyway. I raised you." I was shaking with rage so badly in that moment that I could barely hold the phone. But what she didn't expect was that I had proof of absolutely everything. And the revenge would be legal, calculated, and devastating. Let me explain how I got to this nightmare. My mother has always been intense, controlling, manipulative, but I thought it was just her way of showing love. After my divorce 3 years ago, she became even more attached to me and the kids. "You need me now," she constantly repeated. And I, exhausted from working 60 hours a week as a financial manager and taking care of 2 kids alone, accepted her help. It was 6 months ago that I made the fatal mistake. My mother offered to pick up the kids from school while I worked. "I need your bank password in case of emergency," she said. What if Sophia or Lucas need something urgent? It seemed reasonable at the time. I gave her access to my banking app, thinking it would only be for real emergencies. The first 2 months were normal. She'd pick up the kids, take them to her house, give them snacks. Then I started noticing strange small purchases on my account. $50 here, $100 there. When I asked, she always had an excuse. I bought school supplies for Lucas. Sophia needed a new coat. "You were so busy, I didn't want to bother you." I was too tired to argue. But in the 3rd week of September, things escalated frighteningly. The purchases went from $100 to $500, then to $1,000. And then, on a Tuesday morning, I woke up to bank alerts saying my account was overdrawn. Impossible. I had checked 2 days earlier and there was $34,000 there. I called the bank with my hands shaking so badly I could barely dial the number. The representative, with that professional, cold voice, began listing the transactions from the past 21 days. My heart sank with each item. Toy store, $2,300. Apple store, $3,800. Tiffany jewelry, $5,400. Trip to Orlando, $8,900 with 5-star hotel and park tickets. Luxury children's furniture, $4,600. Designer children's clothes, $3,200. The list went on and on. My vision started to blur. "They were purchases for the kids," she said. "For my grandchildren who deserve the best. Gifts that I should have given them according to my mother's twisted logic." "Who authorized these purchases?" I managed to ask with a broken voice. "All were made through the mobile app linked to your account, ma'am. The person had full access, password, and 2-step verification." My mother. Of course it was her. I hung up and ran to the car, still in my pajamas. 20 minutes later, I was banging on her door like crazy. She opened smiling as if nothing had happened. "Melissa, what a surprise. Want some coffee?" "Where's the money?" My voice came out as a growl. Her smile faltered for half a second. "What money, dear?" $34,000. All the money from my account. You spent it all." She sighed, as if I were the inconvenient one. "Oh, that. Well, I bought some little things for Sophia and Lucas. You work so much, you barely have time for them. Someone needs to spoil my grandkids." Some little things? $8,000 on a trip? $5,000 at a jewelry store? For 8 and 11-year-old kids? "They deserve it," she yelled back, and I saw the mask drop. "You're so stingy. You keep saving money like you're going to die tomorrow. That money should be used to make my grandchildren happy." My head was throbbing. "That was their college fund. The money for the down payment on the new house near the good school. You destroyed years of planning. Please." She rolled her eyes. "You'll make more. You always make more. And frankly, Melissa, I raised you. I fed you, clothed you, paid for your college. That money was mine anyway. I just took what was owed to me." I was in absolute shock. She really believed that. "You know what else?" she continued, crossing her arms. "You should be thanking me. I finally gave the kids the experiences you're too selfish to provide." I left there shaking with rage, but with my mind working at maximum speed. She had committed a crime: bank fraud, identity theft, unauthorized use of financial information. and I was going to make her pay for every penny. First stop, police station. The detective who saw me, a man in his 50s with a tired expression, listened to everything and then said the phrase I needed to hear. "Ma'am, this is a federal crime. Wire fraud. Your mother could get 2 to 10 years in prison. I want to press charges," I said without hesitation. In the following days, I changed all my passwords, completely blocked my mother's access to any of my information, and hired a lawyer specializing in financial fraud. By irony of fate, it was David, my ex-husband, who recommended the best one. "Your mother did what?" he almost yelled when I told him. David never liked my mother. He always said she was manipulative, but I defended her. It's just her way. Now I saw how right he was. "Melissa, this is serious. I'll help you with the legal costs. The kids are mine too, and that money was for them." Meanwhile, my mother started a smear campaign. She called all the relatives saying that I was the villain, that I was abandoning my mother for just wanting to spoil her grandchildren, that I was cold and ungrateful. Some relatives even called me to say I was overreacting. "They're just gifts, Melissa. She's your mother." $34,000 isn't gifts. It's theft, I'd respond, hanging up. The turning point came 2 weeks later. My lawyer got all the banking records. Every transaction had geolocation, time, and digital confirmation. All made from my mother's phone, from her address, at times that proved she knew exactly what she was doing. But the cherry on top was discovering she had sold half of the stuff. The $3,000 iPads? Sold online for $2,000 each. The Tiffany jewelry? Pawned. The Orlando trip? She had gone alone and stayed at the luxury hotel, leaving the kids at a friend's house saying, "Grandma needed a few days of rest." She wasn't spoiling my children. She was stealing from me to fund her lifestyle. When I presented the evidence to my lawyer, he whistled softly. "This is aggravated fraud. With this evidence, we can not only prosecute criminally but also civilly. You'll recover every penny, with interest and damages." The day of the preliminary hearing arrived. My mother showed up dressed like a victim, all in black, with a scarf. She expected me to give up, that mother's love would prevail. But when the judge started reading the charges and the prosecutor presented the evidence, screenshots, location records, online sales, everything, I saw her face lose all color. The defendant not only committed bank fraud, the prosecutor said, but deliberately sold goods purchased with stolen money to finance personal expenses, including a solo luxury trip while lying to the family about caring for the children. The judge looked at my mother with disgust. "Mrs. Patricia, do you have anything to say?" She looked at me with pleading eyes. "Melissa, please. I'm your mother. You stole your grandchildren's future," I said, my voice firm for the first time in weeks. "And you did it smiling." In the end, she was sentenced to full restitution of $47,000, with interest and damages, 3 years probation, and prohibited from having any contact with my children for 5 years. I lost a mother but gained peace of mind. Sophia hugged me that night and whispered, "I knew Grandma was acting strange. You did the right thing, Mom. Sometimes protecting those you love means cutting out those who hurt you, even if they're family." Did you like Melissa's story? Then subscribe to the channel. Leave your like and comment where you're watching from. Oh, and there's another story waiting for you here on the screen. Click there and I'll be waiting for you.